game and I'm still the same and I never changed just to get a deal, but I'm ballin'. I came from nothing to something like it's nothing, yeah, you know I done it, that is no discussion, bitch.
Hey, what's up guys, Henry the Blasian here, and as you can tell by the title of the video today, guys, I'm going to be telling you guys the top 10 must-have cards for under 100k MT. Now, before we quickly dive into this video, guys, there's two things I want to tell you quickly. Number one, I want to apologize for not uploading yesterday. I wanted to get you guys a God Squad gameplay of my God Squad yesterday, but that's going to have to wait until tomorrow. Unfortunately, I am feeling a little bit under the weather. I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I'm just kind of feeling weak, and I don't really have that energy to get you guys a hype gameplay like I usually do. And number two, this is the top cards for under 100k MT. I previously did a video for top cards under 50k MT, and you guys wanted to see a part 2, so here we are. One thing to keep in mind is cards from the 50k MT are excluded from this top 10, but at the end of the video, guys, I'm gonna put an honorable mention of cards that weren't in this top 10 that would be in this top 10 had it included the cards from the 50k MT. So yeah, let me stop talking and let's get right into this video, guys. Alright, so guys, at the number one position, man, this card is easily going to be the biggest must-have, must-cop card in this whole top 10 collection, in my opinion, and that is going to be this 98 overall pink diamond Clyde Drexler. Now, I really do not understand how this card's going for 100k. He recently just dropped last week with the new Larry Bird packs, and I still cannot explain why he's going for the price that he would. I thought he would eventually climb up or something, but this card is going for under 100k, and he is a better version of the pink diamond Dominique Wilkins that was going for over 300k for a while. So I was honestly really confused, but guys, this card's a god. I mean, 99 offensive, defensive overall, 6'7", 210 pounds. He's got the attributes, the layup, the shooting, the dribbles, everything. He's got the ball control, he's fast, he's got insane defense. This card can do it all, and he's got some wild dunks, and to top it off, he's got 10 Hall of Fame badges, man. Fast break, pick and roll maestro, you got posterizer, difficult shots, tireless scorer, Hall of Fame catch and shoot even, man. Like, overall, this card is just an all-around demigod. He's got an easy release, and if the release is the problem when it comes to this card for you guys, you gotta just suck it up and you gotta learn the release, because if you figure this release out and it becomes like an easy release for you, this card is going to be godly. He has a very easy release in my opinion, but some people just don't like it. But if you don't like it, man, go out there, figure out that jumper, and this card is easily going to be one of the top cards. Like, in my opinion, I even think he's better than the pink diamond Larry Bird that just dropped, but that's just my opinion. This Clyde Drexler, overall, he is just an all-around god. You guys have to pick him up for under 100k. If you don't have him on your lineup, what are you doing? I mean, he's on my God Squad, and you guys have seen the type of lineup I'm rocking. So if I still got a card like this on my lineup, you better make sure you guys go ahead and pick him up. Alright, so guys, jumping into the number 2 position, you can see we've actually got an Amethyst, but he's no regular Amethyst, guys. We're talking about Amethyst Kristaps Porzingis, and he was a card that was actually going for like 70k a couple days ago, and now he's almost up to 90k. I advise you guys to probably wait a little bit before picking this card up, but this card is definitely, and I mean one of the biggest must-cops as well to have in your lineups. And why do I say that? In 2K this year, there's two things that are very important when it comes to winning or scoring the basketball. That is height, and that is your release. And it just so happens that this Porzingis has the best of both worlds, man. We're talking about a 7'3" power forward that can literally do it all on the offensive end and is still a defensive nightmare at the same time. 92 offensive overall. He's got the post game a little bit, and the thing about him not having too crazy of a post game is that he's so tall that half the time you're not contesting any of these shots, so they're going in regardless. 90 open mid, 90 open 3, man. And the best thing about this card again is he's got an amazing release on top of his height. Now, he's got an easy free throw. He's not going to be posterizing or speed boosting or anything, but he's also got defense. An 89 block is very nice for this card. He can rebound a little, but ignore the stats because again, he's 7'3", man. He is going to be snagging over people regardless. Now, this card may not have any Hall of Fame badges, guys, but trust me when I say it, he feels like he's got Hall of Fame limitless. You give this card gold limitless range and things are going to get crazy. One of the best catch and shoot shooters in the game, in my opinion. Definitely a must cop. He can play the 4 or he can play the 5. Some people like to run him at the 2 or the 3 because again, that height advantage. Shooting guards literally cannot contest this card. So if you play the pick and fade and they switch off to their shooting guard, literally just pass it to Porzingis, shoot that ball, and no matter how much their hand is in your chest, you're gonna see that say wide open. Like, it's gonna say wide open. You're gonna be like, wow, this is what I've been missing out on. So make sure you go ahead and you pick yourself up an Amethyst Kristaps Porzingis. Jumping into the number 3 position, guys, we've got another pink diamond, and that's going to be our boy Pistol Pete Maravich, a card that was very popular in NBA 2K18, not so popular this year. As you can see, he's going for under 100k, and I honestly think he's slept on. Why do I say that? The man's got the badges. I mean, he's got the acrobat and relentless finisher, but more importantly, he's got mid-range, catch and shoot, deep range, limitless range, tireless scorer, mix that with difficult shots as well, and this card can seriously be lethal. One thing that people don't realize when it comes to this card is that he's got amazing stats and he actually plays amazing defense. I definitely recommend you guys play this card at point guard instead of shooting guard, though. He can play the shooting guard position. I think he just plays better at point guard. He's one of those cards that feels so fast and actually lives up to the speed on his attributes. Great open three, great open mid-range as well, but one reason people turn away from this card again is his release is a bit on the slower end, not really as fast as Porzingis, not really as fast as Clyde Drexler. That is why people turn away from this card. But this card, I still think he's a must cop, because the thing about him having a slower release is he's got Hall of Fame limitless range. So if you can just space the floor right, you can still get some shots off. People have to close out on you sooner as soon as you cross half court. That gives you the chance to make plays for other people. Like, this card can really be lethal on the court. Like, 96 speed with ball, 96 speed and acceleration is really not something to mess with. I think this card is an automatic must cop. I'm not going to talk too much about this card, man, but if you go ahead and try him out, one of the best dribbles, amazing speed, one of the easiest jumpers to green in this game as well, and him in takeover, man, his limitless range is dumb stupid. You guys are gonna have a ton of fun with this card and get some dubs in my team online, and that's why I think he deserves the number 3 position, man. Jumping into the number 4 position, we've got a card that everybody used to use a lot until you got an upgraded version, guys, and that is going to be this pink diamond Magic Johnson. Now, this card you can pick up and he will still perform just as good as the other Magic Johnson, and let me explain to you guys for a second here. So the one thing that the other Magic has over this Magic Johnson really is the fact that his 3 isn't as high, and the other one has Hall of Fame tireless scorer and difficult shots. If you don't really take difficult shots with Magic Johnson, then you might as well go ahead and pick this card up. Why? A 6'9" point guard right there. That should already explain a ton. He's got great defense. The Hall of Fame dimer is a must cop. He's got beautiful animations going to the rim, and when he's open, he really hits every shot. I used to have this Magic before I upgraded, and even without a 3-point shoe, man, this card was really splashing. You give this card an open 3, like a diamond open 3 shoe though, and he's practically the same as the other Magic. The other Magic has a 90 open 3. You give this one a shoe an 89. That's close enough to basically being the same thing. And the thing is, this card is only going for like 73, or not 73, 83, 79k. You pick this card up, you buy a diamond shoe for him, and that is still cheaper than the other Magic Johnson. So again, if you don't really care for the Hall of Fame tireless score and difficult shots too much, then make sure you go ahead and pick this card up, because he's going to be great on the defensive end. He's going to make insane plays with Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame dimer, man, is so slept on, and hey, if you want to give him a little bit of a boost, go ahead, pick up his dynamic duo Diamond Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and see how the magic works. But man, you got to go ahead and you got to pick this card up, because he's just an all-around fundamental, and so many people run so many cheesy things at point guard. So now not only can you enjoy running a natural point guard at point guard, but you can also still light people up that are doing the exact opposite. So Magic Johnson, definitely a must cop. Got a bit of a slower release, but he is also a post guard. That's one thing I forgot to mention. That post hook is nasty at a 98. You get the wrong matchup and someone's shorter than you, it is a GG. Jumping into the number 5 position, guys, we've got Diamond Paul George, or in this case, multiple Diamond Paul George. For this one, good thing is it really comes down to your preference and how you enjoy playing, but the best and overall most balanced Paul George there is, man, is going to be the dark jersey Paul George. Yes, I mean this even over the pink Diamond Paul George. I had the pink Diamond Paul George for a bit, and I would still say this card is the better value option. He can literally do it all. From the driving layup, he's got a bit of a post fadeaway. I usually give him a shoe for that. Amazing mid-range at a 97, great open 3 at an 89, 79 free throws, not too bad, that's hittable. Driving dunk of an 85, sure, but this card's got the tendencies and he still catches a ton of bodies. Speed boosting is there, the defense is really there, man. 97 steal, 92 shot contest, and he's honestly not that slow. 84 speed with ball is a little bit on the tougher end, but you will not be feeling that too much when you're playing in game. But overall, man, Paul George is always just such a good card in 2K. He's always got the best animations when it comes comes to dribbling. He's got amazing dunk animations. He's got one of the easiest releases in the game as well, and it greens so much. And although again this Paul George may not have any Hall of Fame badges, just like Danny Granger and many other cards that don't have Hall of Fame badges, he is going to be competing with the best of the best, because in the end it really comes down to someone having defensive stopper. You use your badge and boom, just like that, it's gone up until you sub the player out. So as great as Hall of Fame badges are, they're not always too great, especially when you're up against a defensive stopper. At that point, it really just comes down to having the attributes and knowing how to use the player, and this Paul George is definitely a card that will not disappoint you guys. So make sure you go ahead and you pick them up. Again, if you don't like this one, there's very many variations. I believe this one is the most expensive one. The white jersey Paul George is the cheapest one, and this blue jersey one is the most balanced one of them all. So make sure you go out there and you get yourself a PG-13. Alright, so going into the number 6 position, guys, we've got this 95 overall Diamond Throwback Elite Andre Iguodala, and this card currently is going for around 55 to 60k, and I think he's an absolute must cop. What I don't think people realize is how annoying this card used to be at the beginning of the year, and the thing is, you can still run this man at point guard. Sure, he's a shooting guard, but most people are going to run him at point guard because he's got elite defense and elite offense as well, man. He's got a 90 driving layup, again, 90 open mid-range, 88 open three. The driving and contact dunk is absolutely insane, and his dunk animations are crisp. He's got the ball control, he's got passing. His defense is really where this card shines though. 93 shot contest, 96 steal. He's got like 96 lateral quickness, and the rest of his defense just continues to show itself. Another good thing about this card is that he is fast, especially you can see this one has a shoe, 94 speed with ball right there. That is point guard level speed, and let me tell you guys, this card feels fast. Now, he is another card that doesn't have any Hall of Fame badges, but he's also another card that does not need Hall of Fame badges in order to get out there and perform, man. This Iggy, he is a long and forgotten hero from the beginning of the year, but don't get it twisted, man. This card, he was an absolute god. You want to make sure you go ahead and pick this card up. Not only is he going to be so important on defense, but he does some pretty clutch stuff on offense. He does have a bit of a different release. Some people don't like it, some people do, but again, it just comes down to practicing, man. When you get these releases down, these cards only become more godly, and that is why I would put this Andre Iguodala in our top 10 list, man. This card is an animal. Going right into the number 7 position, guys, we've got a card that is possibly the greatest value card in my team right now, and that is going to be this Diamond Throwback Elite Gordon Hayward. Another card that dropped with the Larry Bird packs, currently going for 20k, and I know I said previously the Kawhi Leonard was the best value card, but this card going for 20k where Kawhi Leonard was going for like 40k, it's no argument, man. And this card, he can definitely back it up. Now, previously, I was never a fan of Gordon Hayward cards, but this card, man, he is elite, and I'm talking about 4 Hall of Fame badges elite. Catch and shoot, tireless score, mid-range dead-eye, difficult shots, and not only is this card, or not this card, but this card a beast on the offensive end, man. This card's an absolute animal on the defensive end. Now, you guys can see he's got the 93 open 3, 95 open mid-range, no post fadeaway, but he's even got a little bit of dunking. He's got the ball control, and his defense is nice. 90 shot contest, 85 steal. The man's got 94 lateral quickness, and his attributes on the defensive end are actually nice. It was really nice to see that they gave Utah Gordon Hayward some love, and now he's the best value card in the game, in my opinion. You just cannot go wrong with a diamond card that has 4 Hall of Fame badges going for 20k and can do everything on both ends of the floor. Like, you got to go ahead and pick this card up. He can run the 1 through 3 position. He can guard the 1 through 3 position. He's an absolute monster. I did a gameplay on all the cards that you guys are seeing today, so you can go ahead and check them out if you need clarification, man. But yeah, this Gordon Hayward, definitely a must cop. Make sure you go ahead and get him. Alright guys, so at the number 8 position, we've actually got a card not many people talk about or really use at all, and that's this Diamond Bob Love, man. Unless you're Caldy, then you really have no connection with this card. But this 95 overall Diamond Throwback Elite Bob Love, who's only going for about 35k, could really be an under 50k MT budget beast, is a card you definitely want to pick up. Now, you look at these Hall of Fame badges, Defensive Stopper and Relentless Finisher. Defensive Stopper is not only a super nice badge to have, but if you off-ball someone with that BS, if you're getting finessed, you want to off-ball, this card will get the job done. But what's actually crazy about this card is not the fact that he can just defend, man. This card's got offense, 94 driving layup. Look at the post game, look at the open mid-range, an open 3 of an 85. Oh, and yeah, I forgot to mention, he has J.R. Smith's release, guys. They gave this power forward J.R. Smith's release, so this card, he can low-key play the 3 or the 4 position, borderline the 2 position if you want, but I just don't think he's fast enough. Now, he does have 75 ball control. You can give him a shoe and then take over over, he might be able to speed boost, but not something I'd really rely on. 95 block, 95 steal. His speed is okay, but it's really not that bad. Like, overall, man, this card is an absolute monster. He's definitely torn me a new one online. It's been really tough, but this Bob Love, with the badges he has, the attributes he has, and again, it comes down to the releases and his height, and since he's 6'8", he does have J.R. Smith's release, though. That makes him an automatic W, and that is why he is on my top 10 list, man. This card is a beast. I don't remember if I got you guys a gameplay on this card. I just might have to. Now, jumping into the number 9 position, guys, I'm talking about a card who, although has a better pink diamond version of himself, is still no reason to ignore how amazing his diamond is, man. And I'm talking about this 95 overall diamond moments Kevin Durant. And honestly, I think he's a better value card than the pink diamond. The pink diamond is great, don't get me wrong, but he's going to get a better version with that 20th anniversary. So you're better off just getting the diamond and taking less losses than if you pick up that pink diamond and know he's going to drop to like 200k once the other one is out. But this diamond Durant, still a beast. Now, he is going for around 80k, 89k here with the 3-point shoe, which I think actually is an absolute must cop right there. But this card, he is really nice. Kevin Durant's in every 2k. There's really no need to explain this card. He always just plays really nice. 6'9", got a beautiful jumper. Now, he does have an 84 open 3 on this card, and it is still so hittable, but obviously I would just pay the extra 9k to boost his 3-pointer up just to kind of keep it guaranteed. But overall, man, the stats may not look too crazy on this card, but overall, this card is swaggy. He's got the ball control. He can play the 1, 2, 3, or 4 position. He shoots. He may only have 84 speed, but he definitely feels faster than that. And overall, again, he's just a Kevin Durant card. That's all you can really say when it comes to this card. Up until you guys go ahead and try him out, you'll really know what I mean. He's also got Hall of Fame tireless scorer, which I think is one of the better Hall of Fame badges. Hall of Fame catch and shoot and limitless is all good and stuff, but I mean, the gold version is already so nice already, then I'm not really too worried about it. But Hall of Fame tireless scorer, he can stay on the court forever and he can continue hooping, and that's why I think this Kevin Durant definitely deserves the number 9 position, because he just plays so cheesy and he still hurts so many people online. Now, last but not least, guys, at the number 10 position, we've got this diamond 95 overall moments yellow jersey LeBron James. And the reason I say the yellow jersey is because this one has a Hall of Fame badge, whereas this one does not, and the price difference isn't really crazy enough where you should pick this one over this one. But this LeBron James, another card that has a better version of himself, being the pink diamond, has obviously made people underappreciate this card, but you budget players can take advantage of this because this card still plays like a beast. And he's also got the duo with Kyrie Irving if you're feeling anything like that, but the card plays great. He's got the shooting, he's got a fadeaway, 90 open 3. Only thing he's really lacking is a free throw, and a ball control shoe is definitely recommended. LeBron being able to speed boost is what really makes him an overall beast, but defensively he's nice. 93 shot contest. I know people say he doesn't defend in real life, but in game he actually plays some pretty good defense. But this card, an absolute must cop. He's also got one of the best green windows this year, and I'm being completely unbiased, man. His green window is absolutely insane. You guys are just gonna love this card. He can play the 1, he can play the 2, he can play the 3, and he can play the 4, and that is why I would have this card at the number 10 position. Not only can he play a small forward position, but he can also play 3 other positions and guard all of them as well. But this LeBron, an absolute beast. This is going to conclude the top 10, but I think there's some honorable mentions that should be mentioned in this video, just because I know some people didn't really watch the under 50k MT video as well. You might have been watching this, so some honorable mentions from the 50k MT video that should be in this video, but I didn't want to mention them because they were in the previous video, include Hedo Turkoglu and Kawhi Leonard. Those are 2 cards that are very important that I think you should have on a lineup. Hedo's tall and got the glitchy release, and Kawhi Leonard's like 35k with Hall of Fame defensive stopper and some of the best attributes I've ever seen on a card. So those are some 2 cards to also consider into this top 10 when you think about picking cards up for under 100k MT. But this is going to be the end of the video, guys. I do hope that this video helped you out, guys, out a ton. If there's something that you guys felt like I didn't help you out in, make sure to let me know down in the comment section below, and I'd be happy to help you guys. But this is going to be the end of the video, so if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like. And for you new viewers, you know you gotta hit that subscribe button and join the Blasian Nation. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have an awesome day, and take care.